said, move if you call me, please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh, my apology. They keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It'll be Hurts on the option. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, Is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
I'm wondering. 11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This will be caught, it's Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
Yes, sir. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Here's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
11, 90.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 7-3 the score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
On the ball, now.
A give running left. It's Sanders. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 21 yards away. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Thomas brings it in. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow on play action. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Burrow. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
12. 11, mighty. 12.
First down, here's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 104 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. In motion comes the tight end left. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
In motion goes the tight end. After the sack on first down, Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released,
looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, 54 yards. And the Eagles have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He's got it to Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
11.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team.
It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa God would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. Thomas brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. Out left to Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And Burrow going to throw again. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
11 MT.
Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use?
Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's got room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Another run with Sanders. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Watkins. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
11.
Now Burrow. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those even harder because they expect it as well.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and that changes everything here in OT. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs,
Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there. Here in the playoffs, they've got a chance to put this one away.
145 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept